Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Chucker TV. We're live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We've got a match game set for you. 4 Chuckers. We're going to see Victory Polo. They're wearing the pink jerseys today. Taking on Casablanca wearing the darker jerseys. I guess you could consider that black. It might be a little gray. Regardless, we got pink and dark. Players out there finishing up their warm-ups. We'll get this match underway here in just a quick moment. We've got our mounted official out there, Mr. Dale Schwetz. He's going to be keeping these players in line. So we have, for the team in the pink jerseys, Victory Polo, we've got Becky Schmeitz, Lauren Cherry, Tomacho Piedes, and Juan Bellini. On the other side of things, we've got Santos Bellini, Jack McLean, Grant Ganzi, and Pablo Spinacci. Not particularly in that order. I do see, I think, Pablo out there with the number 1 on his back. We'll get all those numbers figured out here, but the players are making their way out onto the field. This is going to be a quick, fun little match here. And then, of course, we've got some Kidz Chuckers immediately following. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And of course, be sure to tune in tomorrow. We've got a full day of polo. If you are here in the area, if you're local to the Aspen Valley area, be sure to come out and join us. If you are not local, we will be broadcasting the 2 finals on Chucker TV. We've got games starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow. The Maroon Bells Cup final will be at 10 o'clock. On field number 1, Tonkawa will take on White Birch. So be sure to tune in live for that match. At the same time, starting just a little bit after that game, over on field number 2, we will have another match game, the subsidiary for the Maroon Bells Cup. And then at noon, we have the finals of the Emma Challenge, followed by a little bit of a staggered start. Over on field number 2 at 12:15, we will have the Just for the Fun of It Cup. So lots and lots of polo to be played here tomorrow. As I said, if you are in the area, please come out and join us. We are open to the public once again. I know last year we were not able to have our spectators in the house. Very happy to be able to welcome our friends and family and our fans back here to our wonderful venue here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. So it looks like we have the players out there on the field waiting on, I believe, one more player. And as soon as we get that player out there, we'll get this one underway. This is going to be a fun match. There's Grant Ganzi out there. So, as soon as we get the players lined up, we're going to get this one underway. And for those of you who are here, we will be using the bell today. So, keep an ear peeled for that. Yeah, we got the bell today, so I'll let you know when this All right. Looking like our players are starting to assemble here at center field, ready to get this match underway. It's going to be a fun one here. We've got a lot of fun players out there. Always a fan favorite. Juan Bellini out there wearing the number 4 for Victory Polo. We've got his son, Santos Bellini, out there wearing the pink helmet, playing the number 2 position for Casablanca. Grant Ganzi wearing the number 4. Pablo Spinacci with the number 1. And Jack McLean wearing the 3 on his back. So, one more time, quickly I'll go over these lineups for you. Victory Polo wearing pink, Becky Schmeitz, Lauren Sherry, Tomacho Piedes, and Juan Bellini. Casablanca, Pablo Spinacci, Santos Bellini, Jack McLean, and Grant Ganzi. So here we go. Mounted official Mr. Dale Schwetz puts the ball on the ground, and look at that. We're off and working here. Coming out of there with the ball, that's going to be Grant Ganzi. Ganzi picks up the play, sends it downfield here out of the bowling. He's got Jack McLean on the move here, trying to get a hold of that ball before it goes over the end line. Jack picks up the play. Now centers it up here, trying to get it back over towards the goal mouth. Jack McLean, can he get it done? Jack McLean finds the high mark. Nicely done here. So Jack McLean finds the scoreboard first here today. So Jack gets credit for the first goal. Just 30 seconds into our first chukker. And, of course, we're going to head back to center field, and we are going to switch directions of play. This is something that we do after every goal is scored so that neither team gets a wind, sun, or field advantage. And here we go. Ball back on the ground. Tomacho Pieres coming out of there with it. Tomas Pieres working his way down. He's got Grant Gansey out in front, trying to apply some pressure here. Grant Gansey picks up that ball, steals it back here for Casablanca. Granty over to Jack McLean now. McLean with the number 3 on his back. McLean working his way down. He's going to drop it back behind here for his number 1. That is Pablo Spinacci. Spinacci winds up, sends it down the field. He's got Tato Bellini out here in the pink hat. Makes it easy to spot him out there. Santos sends it down, looking to get a hold of Jack McLean. Jack picks it up on the near side, now the offside. Working his way down, just sticking balling. And he's going to escort this one right between the uprights. Nicely done there by Jack McLean. Doing a fantastic job, showing us how it's done. Getting 2 back-to-back goals here early in chukker number 1. So we're making our way back to center field. And we've got about 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to play here in chukker number 1. So, lining up here on our mounted official, Mr. Dale Schwetz. And this ball put back on the ground, coming out of there with the play, is going to be Bellini. Juan Bellini winds up and fires a big one down the field. Out in front here for Lauren Sherry. Sherry drops in on the line, working her way down, one touch, and puts it right on in. Nicely done there. Lauren Sherry getting her team on the board here. So Victory Polo finds the scoreboard with that ball coming off the mallet of Lauren Sherry. So 2-1 now the score as we make our way back to center field once again. And, of course, switch directions of play once again. Schwetz puts the ball back on the playing surface. Here we go. Coming out of there with the ball. Juan Bellini fighting with McLean. And who's going to come out of there with the ball? Looks like it's going to be Grant Gansey. Gansey can't quite keep it with him. Spinacci thought about it, unable to get on that line. Here comes Tato Bellini now. Santos. Bellini with the play. Santos winds up, sends a pass over, but it's going to be picked off and intercepted there by Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho dangerously close to that goal mouth. Tomacho gets a turn, facing the right direction now, lays the lumber to it, sends a big bomb up the field, trying to thread the needle and get it all the way up there to Becky Schmeitz. Unable to find her, though, comes up a little short, picked off now by Jack McLean. McLean with possession here, working over along the far sideboards. Jack keeping this one working. Working down the field here, Jack going into the corner a little bit, and he's going to lose the handle on it. That ball left over there on the sideboards. Coming out of there with the ball. Becky coming in, getting a touch on it. Now, who's going to maintain possession? Becky still working her way down the field. Now, this ball still moving forward. Nicely done here. And coming through now is going to be Juan Bellini. We've got just under 2 minutes remaining here in chukker number 1. Coming up with the ball out of there. Grant Gansey sends it back onto the playing surface here, trying to find a teammate. But Lauren Sherry coming in, picking up that play, sends it back. Trying to find a teammate here. No one there to receive it. It's going to be stolen out of there now by Pablo Spinacci. Spinacci. Pablo working his way down. He's got players in motion downfield. He sends a big one up there, trying to find the mallet of Santos Bellini, but comes up just a little bit short. And Tomacho Pieres now picks up the play for Victory Polo. Now, Juan Bellini back in the driver's seat here. Bellini working his way down the field. He's got 2 players downfield. What's he going to do? Bellini, he's going to send a shot up here looking for Becky Schmeitz. Becky drops in on the line here. Can she get this one done? Just about a minute remaining here as Becky takes an attempt on the ball. But it's going to be... Was that good? And it was good, so Becky Schmeitz gets credit for that one. So we're all tied up here, 2 goals apiece. And we're making our way back over here to center field. I think we'll have just enough time to get another bowl in off before the 30-second bell goes. And that ball on the ground here. And we do have a whistle at 31 seconds. And that ball sent back into the playing surface. Here we go. We've got the 30-second bell has gone. Here we have Lauren Sherry trying to get this one done down there on deep in the corner. Now coming out of there with the ball is going to be Jack McLean. Jack, just about 10 seconds remaining here. Jack fires a shot up the field. He's got his number 3 on the move here. Santos Bellini can't quite get a hold of that one, and now it's going to be Juan Bellini. And that is Chucker. So with that bell going, we played all the way down to 0 seconds on the clock. So we're going to start things off, and the next Chucker should be with a bowl-in from the center to the boards where we were at the sound of that bell. So we're all tied up here, 2 goals apiece. We'll be right back after a short break with the start of Chucker number 2. right. Welcome back, everybody. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, here at the Barnfield, for a match game. We've got Victory Polo wearing the pink jerseys and Casablanca wearing the black. We're ready to get this one back underway here. We're going to start with a bowling from the center to the boards, where we ended things off here in checker number 1. So ball's on the ground. Here we go. Tomacho sends this one down to Juan Bellini. Bellini fires this one up the field. He's got Lauren Sherry on a fast pony trying to get there. She gets around Jack McLean. Nicely done here, Lauren Sherry, showing us how it's done. What a beautiful goal there by Lauren Sherry. She wanted it, and she did everything she could to make it happen. So nicely done there. Lauren Sherry picking up goal number 2 on the day. Yeah, and folks, those of you who are here, this is not golf. We can clap and we can cheer. It'll make the players perform better. Exactly. There we go. I like hearing the crowd get involved. So we're back here at center field once again here for another bowling on our mounted official. Dale Schwetz puts the ball back on the ground. Coming out of there with it now is going to be Jack with a touch. Now, Spinacci got a touch on it now. Spinach sends it up the field here looking for Jack McLean. McLean with the ball working his way down. Jack goes for the next shot, trying to center it up in here. Put a little bit too much on it. And that's going to go wide over the back line. So we're going to have a knock-in, similar to a bring-in in basketball. So, here we go. Umpire calls play. Juan Bellini brings this one back onto the playing surface. Bellini winds up, fires a shot down the grass here, along the ground. Ooh, Lauren Sherry got a hold of it, but can't keep the bouncing ball with her. Now it's going to be Grant Gansey. Stealing this one back here for Casablanca. Granty sends a pass up here, looking to get a hold of Jack McLean. Jack trying to get there. Gets around Tomacho, and Jack working his way now towards the goal mouth. He can see the goal in his sights. Can he get all the way down there? Jack gets his pocket picked here. Juan Bellini coming in to apply some pressure. What's going to happen here? Jack McLean sends it down, but it's going to go wide. Bad luck there. And we're going to have another knock-in. Umpire calls play. Here we go. Ball brought back onto the playing surface. Juan Bellini with possession. Bellini still working his way down the field. Plenty of time left. Got about 3.5 minutes remaining here in chucker number 2. And Bellini sends this one down. Jack McLean tries to stop this one. Lauren Sherry coming in now. Jack tries to get this one back under control here for Casablanca. Jack McLean taking it around. Gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Jack sends it up the field. Following up his own shots here. Jack still on the ball, maintaining possession. Slows things down. Now he's going to unleash a pass out in front here. He's got Grant Gansey on the move. Granty drops in. Can't quite keep it with him. Here comes Spinacci now. Pablo Spinacci. Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci. Sends it down. Puts it wide. Just a little bit wide. Bad luck there. So we're still 3-2 on the board. Victory maintains their 1-goal lead here as this ball is brought back into the playing surface. Here we have the ball up in front here, out in front for Becky Schmeitz. Becky can't quite get a hold of that ball. It's going to be backed out of there by Jack McLean, but coming in now is going to be Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho Piedes with possession. He still has Becky down there waiting for the pass. Grant Gansey comes in, hooks Tomacho out of the play, and Santos Bellini comes in, backs that one over, trying to get a hold of one of his teammates, but Juan Bellini gets a hold of the ball. Bellini, his pass goes down, has the distance, not quite the angle, goes a little bit wide, and we're going to have a knock-in here with 2 minutes left to play, 2 minutes on the clock, and Grant Gansey brings this one back into the playing surface. Granty, from the back of the pack, looks downfield, checks his surroundings. He's got players in motion. Sends the ball down. Where's that one going to end up? Right there to the mallet of Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho sends it down, trying to get it back down to the goal mouth. But Grant Gansey, first one on the ball, going to get this one back under control here for Casablanca. Grant Gansey. Granty looks down and lays the lumber to that one. Sends it out in front. He's got Santos Bellini on the move. Santos tries to get a hold of the ball. Can't quite make contact now. In the back of the pack, it's going to be Jack McLean with possession. Jack trying to get this one all the way down to the goal mouth. Jack McLean goes for the shot, and That is a beautiful goal there by Jack McLean. Ties us back up here at 3 goals apiece, sorry. And we're heading back to center field with just over a minute remaining. 1 minute and 4 seconds left to play here as we head back to center field. Plenty of time for another bowl-in here before the 30-second bell goes. Lots of time left to get this one back on the ground. And out of the bowl-in here, Becky Schmeitz gets a hold of it, backs it over here to Juan Bellini. Nice little play there by Becky, setting up her number 4, Juan Bellini here. Bellini with the ball, trying to get this one out of here. He's being marked up here by his son, Santos. Now Juan Bellini unleashes this one, and there's the 30-second bell. 30-second bell has gone. Now we've got Grant Gansey over here on the ball, trying to get it down. Not a whole lot of time left to play as Juan Bellini tries to get a hold of this ball, sends it back away from that goal mouth here. Juan Bellini, 10 seconds left to play as Grant steals that one back. And goal for Casablanca right there, just 2 seconds before the final bell. So Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci gets credit for that one, and they take the lead here. So it's going to be 4-3 to start off Chukker number 3. So we'll be right back, folks, after a short break with the start of Chukker number 4. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, here at the Barnfield for our match game. Ball's in play. Chucker number 3 underway. Juan Bellini traps the ball out of the bowling, and he's going to give that one a ride downfield. He's got Lauren Sherry on the move here. Lauren drops in, picks it up. Can't quite keep it with her, though. Bad luck on that one. It's going to be Jack McLean coming in for Casablanca now. Jack McLean with possession over on the sideboards. Leaves that one behind. And now it's going to be Grant Gansey in on the action. Granty digs this one off the sideboards. And sends it downfield. Not quite where he wanted to place that ball, as it's going to be picked off here by Tomacho Piedes for Victory Polo. Tomacho with the ball, working his way down, passes over to Bellini. Juan Bellini now, he's got players in motion downfield. Bellini winds up and fires a shot down. He's got his number 2 on the move. That is Lauren Sherry. She's hot. She scored a couple of times already, trying to get another one on the board. Jack McLean, though, gets a hold of that ball, sends it back, and now Pablo Spinacci. Now coming in on the action is Santos Bellini. Santos Bellini winds up, sends it over, trying to find a teammate here. He's going to find the mallet of Jack McLean. Jack working his way down the field now. Jack keeping this one to himself. He's got Tomacho Piedes keeping a watch on him. Now, Jack gets out in front, away from that defender. Jack flips it back here to Grant Gansey now. Granty with possession comes together with Juan Bellini. Grant Gansey still moving this ball forward, trying to get back on the line, but it's going to be stolen out of there now by Juan Bellini. Bellini with the steal. Can he maintain possession? He does. Juan Bellini still has the ball, working his way down. And Becky Schmeitz drops in, picks up the play. Becky doing a nice job. Ooh, she loses the handle on that bouncing ball. Unable to make contact. Here comes Jack McLean. McLean with possession now for Casablanca. And now we have Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci feeds the ball up the field here, looking to get a hold of Santos Bellini. Santos doing a nice job, working his way down the field here. Santos Bellini. Oh, gets it done. Nicely done here by Santos Bellini. Finds the high mark, puts another point on the board here for Casablanca. So 5-3 now the score. So Santos finds the score sheet here, and we're back in action here. Becky Schmeitz over here on the ball along the sideboards. Loses it underneath the pony, but she's helped out here by the man with the number 4 on his back. That is Juan Bellini. Juan winds up, takes the shot. Will it go? It might have the distance. It had the distance. Not quite the angle, though. Goes a little bit wide to the right-hand side. So we're going to have another knock-in here. And with this knock-in coming in, we've got 3 minutes and 5 seconds, 3:05 left to play. As Grant Gansey picks up the ball. Granty winds up, sends it down the field along the ground, trying to get a hold of a teammate here, but that ball is going to find the mallet of Juan Bellini for Victory Polo. Juan Bellini gets a turn back, avoids the hook there from his son Santos. Bellini winds up. He's going to follow up his own shot here. Juan Bellini checks his surroundings, looks down the field. Juan Bellini sends it down, but it's going to go wide to the right-hand side once again. So we're going to have another knock-in here. To be taken by the team wearing the black jerseys, Casablanca Polo. Just under 2.5 minutes left to play as this one is brought back into play here by Grant Gansey. Gansey, his pass downfield, looking to find Jack McLean. McLean finds the ball, working his way down the field. Jack still on the ball, still maintaining possession. Jack sends a shot to the goal mouth. And that one did go just a little bit wide. Bad luck down there. But Victory Polo dodging a bullet, getting a knock in here. Juan Bellini brings the ball back into the playing surface. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in Chucker number 3. winds up, sends a big one down out in front here. Lauren trying to get there. She's unable to make contact. Becky tries. Now Pablo tries. Now everybody leaves that ball behind. Here comes Santos Bellini with a little back shot, trying to set up Grant Ganzi, but Juan Bellini coming down the line, picks it up, sends it down in front here, looking for Lauren Sherry on the near side. Lauren tried to get a hold of that one, and here comes Juan Bellini. Oh, man. And we do have a whistle. So the clock is stopped. Clock is stopped with 1 minute, 15 seconds. All right, so right-of-way violation. It's going to be a penalty number 2. And Becky takes the shot, gets it done. So Becky Schmeitz gets credit for that one on the penalty number 2 conversion. And here we have the players making their way back over here to center field. And here we have the players lined up. We've got 50 seconds, 50 seconds on the clock. That ball put on the ground, coming out of there with it first is going to be the number 4. That is Grant Ganzi. Ganzi for Casablanca. Granty. Grant winds up, not quite the shot he was looking for. It's going to be picked off and stolen out of there now by Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho gets a hold of the ball, and there is the 30-second bell has gone, and now coming in is going to be Jack McLean for Casablanca. Jack, oh, bad luck. That one's going to take a hop over the sideboards, out of play. So that is all we have for Chucker number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We got lots more polo left to be played. We got one more Chucker in this match, and then we will have our Kidz Chuckers. We're going to have a round robin with kids. So we got lots of young talent ready to show you guys their skills here. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. All right. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club here at the Barnfield. Got our match game here. Score stands 5-4, Casablanca on top. Here we go. Juan Bellini brings this one into play on that change of possession. Casablanca hit it out to end chukker number 3. So here we are at the beginning of chukker number 4. Here's Grant Gansey. Gansey picks up the play, sends it back, trying to set up a play here. And now Spinacci picks up the ball, working his way down the field. Pablo Spinacci wearing the number 1 position today. Pablo Spinacci sends it down. Will it go? It does. Skirts right inside that post. So Pablo Spinacci finds the scoreboard. And now we're heading back to center field once again for another bowl-in on our mounted official. And here we go. Ball put back on the ground here at center field. Ball picked off there. Tomacho Piedes for victory polo. Tomacho working his way down the field. Tomacho Piedes comes together there with Grant Gansey, but Juan Bellini here in the cleanup position. Juan Bellini, what a beautiful shot downfield. Juan Bellini, one touch to goal. Nicely done there. Juan Bellini finds the high mark once again here. Gets his team back within 1. So 6-5 now the score. So, here we go, back in action here at center field with Spinacci getting a hold of that ball with 4.5 minutes left to play. Here we go, Grant Gansey picks it up on the near side. Grant Gansey fighting hard, trying to get this one working downfield. He loses the handle. Now it's going to be Juan Bellini in on the action. Juan Bellini sends it down, trying to set up a play here for Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho, he's got the ladies downfield. Becky Schmeitz out in front. Lauren Sherry on the move as well. Becky drops in, picks up the ball. Working her way down. Lauren in behind. A nice position to be in here. Lauren trying to get a hold of that one on the sideboards here. Helping Becky out. She comes together there with Jack McLean. And that ball going to be pulled out of there by Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci sends it back onto the playing surface. And working downfield, trying to get this one moving. Here we have Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho now. Tomacho trying to feed this one up the field. Lauren trying to get a hold of it. Gets a little tangled up there. And there's 3.5 minutes left to play. 3:30 on the clock. Coming in. Tomacho fighting hard there with Jack McLean. Jack gets a hold of the ball. Gets it sent out of there. Out in front. Looking to get a hold of Santos Bellini. Santos Bellini. Santos Bellini, and the whistle sounds, stopping the action. Clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 12 seconds here. So we're going to allow a player to hop on a fresh pony here. This is the half chukker mark. And it is going to be a right-of-way violation is the call on the field. Penalty number 2. So penalty number 2 will go in favor of Casablanca. Got Grant Gansey here teeing up the ball. 6-5 the score. Casablanca on top by 1, looking to extend their lead here by 2. On this penalty number 2, 30 yards to an open goal. And here we have Grant Gansey starting the circle, ready for the approach. Grant Gansey walking up there, making sure his horse is on the correct lead. Here we go. Grant Gansey sends that one down, puts it on end. So another point goes on the board here for Casablanca. 7-5 now the score. Casablanca takes back their 2-goal lead. As we head back to center field here for another bowl-in on our mounted official with 3 minutes remaining here in chukker number 4. teams assembled here on umpire Schwetz. And there we go. Ball's put back on the ground. Skirts all the way out the side of the pack. Coming in is going to be Grant and Juan. Juan gets a better at Granty and picks up the play. Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini sends it down. Almost takes off Jack's head. And Lauren Sherry trying to get a hold of that one. Unable to find it. It's going to be picked off now by Santos Bellini. Santos maintains possession here, working his way down the field. Bad luck. He miscues, leaves that one behind here. Tomacho Piedes in on the action. Now in control. Tomacho Piedes. He's got players in motion downfield. Tomacho sends a pass, trying to find Lauren Sherry. Comes up a little bit short, and it's going to be Grant Gansey to pick it up now for Casablanca. Granty with 2 minutes left to play. Grant Gansey picks up the pass here. Ooh, tries to pick up the pass. Comes up a little bit short, and first one turned is Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho sends it down. He's got Becky Schmeitz on the move out in front here. Becky drops in on the line. Becky can't quite get a hold of that ball. It's going to be picked off now. Jack McLean for Casablanca. Can't quite keep it with him, and now it's going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini trying to keep this one alive. Bellini right there at the doorstep. Juan Bellini gets it done. Finds the high mark. And puts another point on the board, getting his team back within one. So, nicely done there by Juan Bellini. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds, 1:15 left to play here as we make our way back to center field. And, of course, this is the final chucker of this match. So, when the 30-second bell goes, we will play out the final 30 seconds. The only thing that can stop the match after the 30-second bell in the final chucker is a converted goal. So, Spinacci out of the bullpen here with the ball, sends it downfield. Spinacci, his play up here trying to find Grant Gansey, but it's going to be Juan Bellini to get a hold of it here for Victory Polo. Bellini sets up a pass here for Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho feeds the ball right up here, looking to get a hold of Lauren Sherry. Lauren doing a nice job out there, miscues that ball. It's going to be left behind here, picked off Jack McLean. Jack sends it over to the sideboards. And Jack McLean over on the sideboard. The 30-second bell has gone. Less than 30 to play out here in regulation time. What's going to happen? This ball picked off here. Tomacho Piedes. Tomacho up the field looking to get a hold of Becky Schmeitz. Can she get it? 10 seconds on the clock. Becky Schmeitz. Can she get this one done? Becky. Oh, bad luck. That one did go wide. Just 2 seconds ahead of the horn. So we're going to go ahead and just blow the whistle there and save us from hearing that bell again. Bad luck there, but what a fun match that was. A high-scoring match, too, 7-6. And stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Those of you who are here fieldside, we've got a special treat for you. We got some kids coming out here. I see some kids up on ponies. We're going to have a round robin. It'll be 6 chuckers total. Each team will play 2 chuckers each. So we'll be right back after this short break once the kids get out on the field. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Got a very special treat for you. We got a round robin here of Kidz, our Kidz Polo. We've got two teams out there on the field right now. We're going to see another team after this chucker. We've got WPL Yellow, WPL Blue, Purple. And we're going to get this one underway here. So, playing for the WPL Purple, we've got Solon, Silver, and Artemio. And then on the WPL Yellow squad, we've got Lorenzo, Santos, and Fran. So, we've got the ball on the ground. We're going to play a little bit of a longer chucker here. And we're off and working. Santos gets a hold of the ball, sends it back over here, trying to find Fran Spinacci. Fran can't quite get there. It's going to be Artemio. Now, Silver in on the action. Silver with possession, trying to keep this one moving. Now it's going to be Fran. It's a little bit of a melee here. Fran gets a hold of the loose ball play. Fran working his way all the way down here along the sideboards. Fran centers it up here, gets it back out onto the playing surface. And Artemio coming through, steals that one back here for Purple. Now, Solon with the ball, working his way down, trying to get out of that pack of players. Solon trying to keep this one moving downfield, but Fran comes in and steals it back for Yellow. Now, coming in on the action is going to be Santos. Santos pops it up in the air. Artemio tries to stab that one out of the air, unable to do so. Santos still on the play. Santos working his way down, trying to get a point on the board here. Santos losing the handle. Now it's Fran Spinacci. Fran Spinacci puts it right on through and puts the first point on the board here. Nicely done here by young Fran Spinacci. So back to center field we go here for another bowling. On our mounted official, Mr. Dale Schwetz. And, of course, we're going to switch directions of play. And here we got. Out of the bowling, Santos makes a swipe at it, unable to make contact. Now it's going to be Fran. Fran with possession here, working his way down the field. Fran, he's being chased down hard here by Artemio. Artemio, that pressure pays off momentarily. Lorenzo tried to get there, but unable to keep that one moving forward. Now it's going to be that is going to be Artemio. Artemio. Now, deep in the corner down there, trying to get this one working out of the corner. Trying to get this one working back towards the goal mouth. What is going to happen? Artemio. If you get this. Sends this one up the field here on a little bit of a breakaway. Working his way down the field, but look at that. Fran Spinacci on a fast pony trying to get there. Fran gets a hold of that ball, disrupts the play just enough here. Now, where's that ball going to end up? It's going to be picked off here by Artemio. Still with the play. Artemio. Trying to keep this one working downfield. Artemio sends his big shot out in front here. What's going to happen? Can he get there? Can Fran Spinacci get there before it crosses the goal mouth? He does. Nicely done there. Saves that one, but I think that one actually went wide. So, yeah, we're going to have a knock-in here by Fran Spinacci. Fran Spinacci winds up now, sends it down the field, trying to find a teammate of his. What's going to happen? No, he's going to elect to take it himself. Fran can't quite keep it with him. Now coming in on the action here, Artemio Figueres. Artemio gets the ball turned back, facing the right direction now for Purple. Artemio. He's got the number 3 on his back. Artemio slows things down. He sends Silver forward, looking for someone to pass to. Coming up with the play now is going to be Fran. Fran gets a hold of the ball, steals it back here for Yellow. Sends it up here, looking for Lorenzo. Lorenzo dropping in, picking up the play, working his way down the field, working both sides of the pony, doing a nice job showing us how it's done. Bad luck, he overrides. That ball's left behind here, coming up, and now it's going to be on the ball is Solon. Solon with the play now, trying to keep this one moving. What's going to happen? Players coming in all directions. Now Silver got a touch on it. Now coming out of there with the play is going to be Santos. Santos can't quite keep it with him now. It's going to be the number 3. That is Artemio, once again in control. Artemio sends the ball down, looking for Silver. Silver picks up the play, working his way down, trying to keep this one moving. He's got Lorenzo on his hip here, applying pressure. Now, they override. Now, Fran Spinacci in on the action, picks up the loose ball play. Fran Spinacci. Fran working his way down the field here, trying to keep this one moving. Fran doing a nice job keeping this one alive. Fran Spinacci. He wants to get this one done. Artemio saves that one from being an almost sure goal. Sends it back. Santos now sends it back towards the goal mouth where Fran Spinacci jumps in and picks up the play. Fran Spinacci. Spinacci sends it down to the goal mouth. And what a beautiful goal there by young Fran Spinacci. What a shot there. And we're making our way back to center field. We've got 3 minutes left to play. 3 minutes left to go here in Chucker number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a round robin. So what we will do here, we will finish up this Chucker. The winner will sit down. 2-0 over there on the scoreboard. Thank you much. So the winner will sit after this Chucker, and we'll see the team in blue, the Polo School blue team. They will play against the runner-up of this Chucker, and then the blue team will play against the other team in Chucker number 3. Lorenzo with the play now. Lorenzo gets this one turned back, trying to keep this one moving downfield. Fran Spinacci now in control. Fran with the ball, working his way down the field. He's in the driver's seat, working this one down, trying to keep this one moving towards his goal. Reaches out, just not quite enough of a wingspan there. Lorenzo overrides. Now coming in on the back of the pack is going to be Santos. Santos working this one down, keeping this one moving towards his goal mouth. He's got the goal in his sights. Coming in, though, for the defense is going to be Artemio. Now Santos. Now Fran. Who's going to get there? And we got another point put on the board here. That was Fran, right? So Fran Spinacci gets credit for that one. Nicely done here. Fran showing us how it's done. We got our team's heading back to center field here for another bowl-in on our mounted official. We have just under a minute and a half left to play here in Chucker number 1. The WBL yellow team making a statement out there. 3-0 is the score. Artemio. Artemio trying to get a point on the board here before the end of this Chucker. We've got 1 minute remaining here in Chucker number 1. Artemio finds the high mark, puts a point on the board here. Nicely done there by young Artemio Figueres. Puts a point on the board. So 3-1 now the score as we make our way back to center field. We've got 45 seconds left to play. And umpire Schwetz puts the ball back on the playing surface. Here we go. Coming out of there with it is going to be Silver. Silver and Santos come together. Now Santos coming away with it. There's the 30-second bell. Fran Spinacci on a breakaway here out in front. He's being chased down hard here by Artemio. Fran gets it done. Escorts that one right between the uprights. So what a fun Chucker that was. 4-1 the final score on that one. What a nice run there by Fran Spinacci to end us off here. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after a very short break. We're going to meet the team in the blue jerseys, the Polo School blue. They will take on the team in the purple jerseys, WPL purple, after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club at the Barnfield. Those of you who are just tuning in, got a special treat for you. We got some very talented young players out here showing us their skills. We've got our Kidz Chuckers. This is actually a round robin. We got 3 teams of 3. So we're playing a little bit different today. We got teams of 3 out there on the grass. We just saw the WPL purple and yellow teams face off. Yellow came out victorious, so they are going to sit down this chucker. And we are going to say hello to the team wearing the blue jerseys, the Polo School blue, lining up with Inda Piedes, Antonio Aghetti, and Emmett Tamplin out there. So we just saw Emmett's brother Solon out there playing for the yellow team now. Or no, sorry, Solon is actually on the purple team. So we got a pair of brothers out there. We're off and working here in chucker number 2. Coming out of there with the ball. That is Artemio. Artemio sends it up here, trying to get a hold of one of his teammates, but it's going to be stolen here now with the ball. Inda sends it up into the pack of players here, following up his own shot here. Inda doing a nice job here. Inda leaves it behind. Picked off now Antonio. Now, where are we going here? Down. Coming out of the corner with the ball. Who's going to get there? I think that is Emmett with the ball now. Emmett made a touch. Now, Silver with the play. Coming out of there with the ball. Silver trying to keep this one moving towards the goal mouth. Silver trying to keep this one alive. Can he get this one done one more time? No, it's going to be stolen out of there by Aghetti. Antonio over in the corner, deep in the corner now. Antonio Aghetti. Antonio takes the shot towards the goal. Inda Piedes with an attempt. What's going to happen? Oh, man. Artemio steals that one out of the goal mouth here for WPL Purple. Artemio loses the handle. Now Silver in on the action. Silver can't quite keep it with him. Now Inda coming through, picking up the play, taking it around the long way. Inda loses the handle. Coming in to help him out. That is going to be Antonio Aghetti. Antonio up to Inda. Inda trying to get this one down to the goal mouth. Inda can't quite get back to it now. Who's going to get there? Inda back in on the action. Inda takes a shot. Can he thread the needle? Not this time. It's going to deflect off of a pony. And Silver now. Artemio traps the ball. Artemio traps the ball. Gets a hold of it. Looking downfield. Elects to run with it. Artemio working his way through the pack of players here. Gets a little help here from his teammate Silver. Silver can't quite keep it moving. Now Inda in the back of the pack. First one to get a hold of that ball. Inda gets this one turned back facing the right direction. Inda, can he keep this one driving downfield? Not this time. Goes for a back shot trying to set up a teammate. Looking for Antonio Aghetti. Antonio gets a hold of the ball. Working his way out. Antonio zigging and zagging, trying to work his way down towards that goal mouth. Now, coming in on the action. A couple players come together. The action stills. Now, Artemio gets a hold of the ball, gets it out of the pack, and Artemio on a breakaway here, being chased down hard by Antonio. Artemio and Antonio, Aghetti and Figueres. And now coming in on the loose ball play is going to be Silver. Trying to get there. Silver gets a hold of the ball over here on the sideboards. Couple players coming in. And coming out of there with it is going to be Antonio. Antonio working hard downfield. He's being chased down hard here by Artemio. Antonio, what a beautiful shot. Working his way down the field. Can he keep this drive alive? Antonio. One more shot. Can he get this one back to the goal mouth? Antonio. And we do have a whistle on the play. Stopping the action with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. 4:15 on the clock. So, a little discussion. What do we got there, Dale? Safety. Ah, okay, so it was a safety. All right, so that ball did go wide of the goal. It went over the back line, but it was last touched by a defender's mallet. So we're going to take this ball and move it back 60 yards. And allow the attacking team, Antonio Aguirre, here for Polo School Blue, will do the honors. This is a penalty, number 6. And Antonio winds up, sends it along the ground. And it's going to go wide. So we're going to have a knock-in here. To be taken by Artemio. Kidz brings this one back into play. About 4 minutes left to play here. We are playing slightly longer chuckers here. And Silver got the touch, but Inda gets a hold of that one, sends it back. Now, first one on this ball. Solon for WPL Purple, trying to keep this one moving. Solon tries to flip it over to Artemio. What's going to happen? Where's that ball? It's under a bunch of pony legs. Inda makes an attempt. Now Antonio goes to the near side now. Can he keep this one moving? He does. Antonio working his way out of the pack, trying to get this one all the way down to the goal. And that hard work pays off. Antonio Aguirre finds the high mark, puts the first point on the board here for this matchup. Nicely done there by Antonio Aguirre. Fighting hard, trying to get that one done. So back to center field. We got 3 minutes left to play. 3 minutes left here in this chucker. Now, the teams assemble here on umpire Schwetz. We're going to get this one back on the ground. Here we go. Ball's on the ground. Coming out of there with the play is going to be Artemio. Artemio and Antonio come together. And Silver now with the ball, moving it forward. Silver, can he keep this one moving? Yeah, he does. Silver does a nice job keeping this one moving downfield. But Antonio gets a hold of that one, backs it out of danger, only to be intercepted now by Artemio. Artemio. Kidz with the play. Artemio, ooh, bad luck there. Miscues leaves it behind. Followed up here by Silver. Silver can't keep that one moving forward. Now Emmett, rather. Now Solon sends this one back into the pack, trying to find one of his teammates here. Nicely done. What's going to happen? It's going to be sent out there by Antonio. Antonio, his pass intercepted by Artemio. Now, Silver trying to keep this one moving. Gets it punched out of the pack, and now it's going to be Tamplin. This is Solon trying to keep this one alive, but he gets his pocket picked there by Inda. And we do have an umpire's whistle. Stopping the action. We have 1 minute, 34 seconds remaining. So just over a minute and a half left to play here in this chucker. And penalty number 5 here, Aguirre sends this one back into the playing field. All the way down the field, out in front here, picked off now by Artemio. Artemio keeping this one moving. Gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Artemio, can he keep this drive alive? Not this time. First one on it is going to be Antonio. Antonio now setting up a play here for trying to find Inda, but it's going to be Solon here for Purple. Solon sets up Artemio now. Artemio, if you get this, on a breakaway out in front, gets a step on his man. Artemio showing us some nice form here, working his way down. Artemio. And bad luck there. That one's going to go just wide. To the right-hand side, we've got under a minute remaining here. 45 seconds left to play. So just a little bit ahead of our warning horn. Or warning bell, I should say. Now this ball brought back into the playing field. Here comes Inda Kidz. Inda trying to keep this one moving. Now it's going to be Artemio. And 30 seconds remaining, guys. 30 seconds left to play. as Inda comes together with Artemio once again. Artemio gets a hold of this one, sends it down. And the first one on it is going to be Antonio Aguirre. Antonio deep in the corner here. And just a handful of seconds remaining as Inda comes to the ball. Inda sends it downfield. Just out of time, though. As the bell does go, that is all we got, folks, for Chukker number 2 here of this round, this mini round robin, I guess we should call it. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. And we're going to say goodbye to the team in purple. We're going to welcome back the team in yellow. So we'll be back after this with our final Chukker. All right, guys. We're about ready to get underway here. Teams have assembled. So here we go. Umpire has the ball on the ground. We're off and working here. Last chucker of the day. Here we go. Who's going to trap this ball? It's going to be Fran. Fran gets a hold of the ball, sends it down, looking to get a hold of Santos. Trying to find him. Santos picks it up on the near side. Nicely done there. And Fran back in on the action. Fran Spinacci winds up, sends a shot down, trying to get a hold of a teammate or the goal. And here we have I think that was, in fact, a goal. I believe that was Fran Spinacci. It was, so there we go. Confirmation here from our mounted official. I am always, just a little fun fact, I'm always in contact with our mounted official. I always have a radio from me to him so that he can keep me informed about what's going on out on the field, and I can keep him informed about what is going on off the field. So here we go, back in action. Ball goes all the way through the pack of players, picked off here by Fran. Santos now with the ball. Santos gets a hold of this one, sends it down, trying to keep this one working downfield. Santos still with possession here. Santos doing a nice job, having a little trouble with that bouncy ball. He's followed up now by Lorenzo. Lorenzo drops it back behind here for Fran. Fran back to Lorenzo. Lorenzo can't quite make contact. Fran trying to get back in there. Inda now. Inda. And Fran gets a hold of the ball, gets it facing the goal mouth now. Fran, he's hot. He just scored down on the other end, looking to do so again here. Back-to-back goals for Fran Spinacci. No. That one was wide. He was trying to get that one done. So we're going to have a knock-in here for the purple. Or the blue, rather. Antonio brings the ball back into play here for Polo School Blue. And passes up the field looking for Inda. Inda doing a nice job here. Inda showing us how it's done on that adorable little pony out there. Here comes Inda. Still maintaining possession. Working his way all the way down the field. Trying to get a coast-to-coast play here. Inda. Bad luck there. He did go coast-to-coast, but it did end up being just a little bit wide. So we're going to have a knock-in here. By purple, or by yellow. And Spinacci brings this one back into the playing surface. Fran. Ooh, bad luck. Not what he wanted to do there. He leaves that one behind. No one quite there, so he's able to get turned and pick up the play once again. Inda goes for the steal, but Fran gives him the slip, maintains possession, working his way down the field. Fran keeping this drive alive. Can he keep this one going? Drops it back behind. Santos now feeds it right back up here, looking for Fran. Once again, they're deep in the corner. Fran can't quite get there. Now Santos back in control. Santos doing a nice job, trying to get this one all the way down to the goal mouth. Santos. Bad luck there. It's going to go in front of the goal mouth and wide. So we will have another knock-in. Umpire calls play. Antonio back there behind the ball. Brings this one. Nope. We got a quick whistle. We got a tack timeout. We've got clock is stopped with 4 minutes, 18 seconds. So we're just about halfway through this chukker. And we do have a quick timeout for a piece of equipment. Going to get this piece adjusted here real quick on Fran Spinacci. And we'll get this one back underway. So, all right, here we go, ready to get this one back underway. Remember, I mentioned we got 4:18 on the clock, and umpire calls play. Ball brought back into playing surface here by Antonio. Antonio with the ball comes around Spinacci. Antonio sends it up the field, looking to get a hold of his number one. That is Inda Piedes. Can't quite make contact, though. Now Lorenzo got a touch, but it's going to be left behind here. And Emmett tried to get there, but it's stolen out of here by Spinacci. Fran reaches out, gets a hold of the ball, gets a turn back, facing the right direction now. Fran doing a nice job keeping this drive alive, working downfield. Leaves it behind. Santos in the driver's seat now. Santos, little miscue, and Inda picks up the loose ball play. Inda, Kidz. Miscues, leaves up behind. Coming in now is going to be Fran. Fran. Now, Inda. Now Santos. Inda and Santos come together. Santos gets a hold of the ball. Fighting for possession down here. This ball. Now with Inda. Now Fran. Fran. Spinacci. Fran. Trying to get this one worked out of there. Can he get this one through? Not this time. Lorenzo now. What's going to happen? Lorenzo. And Lorenzo gets a hold of that one. Puts it on the board. So 2-0 now the score. We got just under 3 minutes left to play here. As we head back to center field here and line up on our mounted official, Mr. Dale Schwetz. Coming up with the ball here in the umpire's hand. Ball put on the ground. Coming out of there with it is going to be Fran. Traps that ball out of the bowling. Fran sends it downfield. He's got Lorenzo on the move. Santos doing a nice job keeping Antonio away from that line. I like the way these guys are using each other. And Lorenzo gets another point on the board. Lorenzo does a nice job. Back-to-back goals there by the young man in the purple helmet. Wearing the yellow jersey. So Lorenzo does a nice job. Back-to-back goals here. We're back at center field here. 2 minutes left to play. 2 minutes on the clock as we line up here on our mounted official, Mr. Dale Schwetz. And ball put back on the playing surface. Here we go. Fran Spinacci trying to get there. Spinacci. Fran gets a hold of the ball. And the whistle sounds. Stopping the action. 1 minute, 41 seconds. 1-4-1 on the clock. And looks like we're going to have a penalty, number 5, to go in favor of the team in blue, Polo School Blue. Umpire calls play. Here we go. 1:41 on the clock. And here comes Antonio. Taps this ball back into play, taps it once, and then fires downfield. Antonio threads the needle, gets it all the way through the pack of players up in front here, trying to find Inda. But first one on that is going to be Lorenzo. Oh, look at that. Inda gives him the slip, gets a hold of the ball, and Santos steals it back. Now, coming in, Antonio with a back shot attempt. But it's going to go over the back line and wide. So we're going to have another knock in here. This time for the team in yellow, Fran. Spinacci brings this one back into the playing surface. Sends it all the way up in front, out in front of the pack of players. Trying to find Lorenzo, but Antonio got there first with 1 minute remaining. 1 minute on the clock, guys. We've got two players come together over on this far sideboards, Fran and Inda. Fran. Inda. Fran with the ball. Coming out of there with it is going to be Fran Spinacci. Fran gets the ball out, working out in front here. He's got Lorenzo downfield. What's going to happen? Fran winds up. Lorenzo, he's hot. He's scored a bunch of times already. But Fran going to elect to take it himself. Fran Spinacci trying to thread the needle here. Gets it down. And we've got just about 30 seconds remaining. There's the 30-second bell. Ball still on the playing surface. What's going to happen? Coming through down the line, that is Antonio. Antonio on a fast pony, bad luck. Can't quite make contact with that one. But Inda Pieta is coming in the cleanup position here. Inda can't keep that one moving. Bad luck there for Inda. Now it's going to be Santos. Santos coming up with the play. Gets this one turned back, facing the right direction now. Working his way all the way down the field. Coming in, and we have just about out of time. What a fun match that was. We've just run out of time there. 3-0 is the score. Wow, what a fun match. We've got some incredible talent here hanging out here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. The young talent, always fun to watch these kids show us their skills. We'll have more kids action on Tuesday. If you want to tune in to that, we have our Tuesday night arena series here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And we will have more kids next Saturday as well. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for today. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow at 10 o'clock and noon. That is, of course, Mountain Time. You can find out more information on the Aspen Valley Polo website, where we have the schedule up to date, and we have links to Chucker TV, where you can view all of our games. And we will see you guys on the next broadcast. My name's Cale Newman. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow.